Hey, this is Mark Rodriguez.
And this is Wendy, also known as Ninja Jupi or Jupi-chan. Hi guys.
Yes, you're watching the review Sanctum, where everything and anything may be reviewed. And once again, we're going back in time for an older movie here. And speaking of which, what's with the hair?
Well, because the movie we are reviewing today is Napoleon Dynamite. We're going back to 2004.
Yeah, this is a movie that, I've heard of it and whatever, and when they were doing, like, their top whatevers, like, it appears a lot, but I haven't seen it until now, so now we've seen it, and, what can I say, it's an interesting movie. It's kind of a very chill, relaxed, kind of, I guess, slice of life movie of sorts, and, the general plot is just different things that happened in Napoleon's life in Idaho and stuff, and it's kind of like he lives with his brother and their grandmother, but their grandmother got injured, so Uncle Rico has to come over to watch over them, and there's like a school dance. He also has a Mexican friend named Pedro, and Pedro's running for school president, so I guess part of the plot kind of goes into that, into like their lives. Some part focuses on the school dance. After the school dance is over, the rest of it kind of goes into like the school presidency with the typical like popular hot girl summer and Pedro, like what can Pedro do to compete with that and that kind of stuff. But I think the part that gets me the most, and of course I think what everyone agrees, is just what's his name? Napoleon Dynamite on his own. He's just, I don't know, like the actor gets points for how he carried himself, because Napoleon just kind of carries himself, I don't know, he just stands there, like literally just stands there, and everything is like, yeah, mouth half open. He always seems to be annoyed about anything. You just, like, even in the beginning of the movie, I was like little kids, like what are you gonna do today? Like, whatever I want, gosh. And
I don't want to do, like, gosh.
And I'm like, the kid just asked him, like, it wasn't like the kid bugged him 5 times or something, you know what I mean? And then, like, just everything, like the voice, the way he talks is just so unexpressive, even when he's, like, practicing the dancing, it's like, are you ready to get down? And he's like, yes. It's like,
I love that.
And then, but everyone's kind of like that in a way or another. His brother's kind of like that in his own separate awkward way. And then, like, Pedro's also very awkward. And they purposely, I think they purposely ask him yes or no questions just so he can always say yes, no, yes, like all the time and whatever.
Yeah, that really, really make that accent
over-exaggerate, yeah.
Because what's his name really does not talk that way.
Yeah, and then Deb is also in her own way kind of awkward. Like, everyone's just kind of awkward in the movie and everything.
Yeah.
There's even a scene where, like, what's his name? Napoleon, Pedro, and Deb are just standing there watching everyone else dance. They're just, like, standing there, just hanging there while everyone else is dancing and moving and doing stuff. It's just so weird. Like, everyone is just so awkward and so whatever in their own way and everything. But, yeah, definitely one of my favorite parts of the movie that made me laugh was when Napoleon ran into the, I don't know if you would call them cholos, but like the Mexican type cool dudes with the hydraulic car and stuff. So later on, they're kind of like, I guess there's like this bully that's played by an actor that looks way too old to be portrayed as a school kid picking on someone. And then it's like, hey, if you vote for Pedro, like you got Pedro's protection or whatever.
Yeah.
So later on, the dude's trying to steal the bike, and the car just happens to pass by with the cholos in it, and they're like,
with the music playing.
It was like, and the dude's like, yeah, he's backing off. He's backing off.
I love that.
That is funny.
Messed up but funny.
But yeah, I'll let you go into your thoughts and your things. And
okay, so first of all, like I said, the movie's from 2004. It was originally shown at the Sundance Festival that year, like that January, and then it was released theatrically in like the summer of 2004. So it was interesting. I would have to say, a few little facts about the movie. It was written, the director, one of the Hess brothers, he was the director of the film. They only had a $400,000 budget, so everything was tight, and you could tell they shot everything in Preston, Idaho. Even the school was a high school, and since they filmed during the summertime, it was easier to use the school because nobody was there. Like for the school scenes and all that stuff. The suit that Napoleon wore to the dance, it was like really, really hot. Yeah. Because it was like full wool suits and it's summertime. Yeah. So definitely
Plus,
that.
he had to fucking jog in that. And
Yeah.
he had to run over there. Like,
And some other little tidbits here. Has the director and also the screenwriter with his brother. They wrote out the screenplay, and they based Napoleon on all of his brothers. They just took all the awkward parts of the brother and put them all into Napoleon.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And what was the other thing?
I wonder which one just stands there with his mouth hanging open all the time, you know, like...
And the other thing that was kind of interesting regarding Napoleon's brothers, the brothers and putting them all together, they were talking about how, okay, when I originally saw this movie nearly 20 years ago, jeez, I couldn't tell what year this movie was supposed to be. It says it's 2004, but there's so many things that make you think is references to the 80s.
They got old phones, they got VHS tapes, the computers are ancient.
Yeah, they're still using that, because they were using dial-up internet.
Mm-hmm.
And then with the way she dressed with her little sideways ponytail, and I'm sure anyone who knows anything about the 80s, who watched anything in the 80s or saw the teenagers, when you're just a little wee one, you're looking at the teenagers back then, they had the little side ponytail. I got my Roddy Piper shirt on, so that's 80s. Mm-hmm. So yeah, and that was a little thing too. Some of the music was 80s, stuff like that. So, and the main thing with the movie is that Napoleon is socially awkward, and you could tell that he wants the attention. I mean, it's sort of like he wants to fit in, but he doesn't. But he's trying to find a way to, and he's always seen as like a loser. But by the end of the movie, because he did something so nice for his friend, it's kind of elevated him a bit with his peers.
Yeah, we don't want to spoil too much for the two people who haven't seen the movie yet. But yeah, I enjoyed the movie. I mean, it was like slow paced, but you kind of, like it's kind of intended to be. And you get to know the characters, and everyone is just so weird and everything. It's just. I mean, I guess you're entertained by just how odd everyone in the movie acts. Like, almost everyone acts odd. Even the normal people have their own awkwardness. Maybe the popular girls act a bit more normal. But the one dude, the boyfriend guy of the popular girl...
I mean, even back then, we were making fun of this. I was like, oh my gosh, he is the oldest thing in this movie. Why is he in high school? I mean, I was like...
Well, they're going to dance. I was joking. Well, I mean, chaperone, right?
He's chaperone. Like, he should be the chaperone. And he always sitting back like, oh, yeah, oh. That type of guy.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, my goodness.
But for me personally, my favorite character for the movie, even back then, was Pedro. I love Pedro's character. Because he had that nonchalantness, don't care attitude, but he still had that confidence to even ask out the girls and, run for president, for being a new kid, well, of course, the actor wasn't a kid at the time, but,
Yeah.
Pretty much, how these movies are. Oh, the other thing, since Hess didn't have that much money to work with, because that's, $400,000 budget for a movie, he pretty much got everyone, most of the people in the film were, like, people from the friends of his.
The town or whatever? Or?
Yeah, or either friends of his, including the actors that played Napoleon and Kip, because they were film students that he was friends with.
Mm.
And they were in there, and they only got in Napoleon's dance scene. They had to do 3 takes of that because they said it was like the last scene in the movie they were shooting, and they were almost out of film. So it was sort of like they just took bits and pieces from all 3 dances he did, and they used 3 different songs. And they said it because they didn't know which one they'll have like a copyright issue with.
Oh, right.
Yeah, so one of the songs they used was a song from Michael Jackson's "Off the Wall," but they didn't mention which song it was.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed lots of Jacksonisms in some of the dance moves.
Yeah, and they said, and the thing is, he improv the whole thing.
Wow.
Yeah, because they say he likes dancing. So.
And it's funny because the character that just stands just hanging there, but he's moving and stuff. But,
and a couple of years later, they did make a Napoleon Dynamite cartoon.
Oh, yeah, I think I've heard of it. But the thing is, since I haven't seen the movie, I didn't really, because I wouldn't have understood the reference or anything.
Yeah, it pretty much continued. If I remembered it right, it continued where the movie kind of left off. Because I did watch it, but it didn't last long. But they got all of the original the actors to voice themselves for the cartoon.
Now another thing is the Ninja Turtles 2012 cartoon. I also kind of missed the reference. They had the punk frogs in there. And, well, I mean, I kind of got it, but it's not like
I
haven't
got
seen
it
the
more.
movie.
I got it more than him.
Yeah. So they got the frogs, and one of the frogs was always named Napoleon. But when they made the 2012 version, I'm pretty sure it's the same.
Yeah, they
dude,
got Heather
the
to
same
voice.
actor.
They got Heather to voice Napoleon in the 2012 Turtles cartoon,
Yeah.
and he even did the dance in the cartoon.
And he even did the whole, oh, everyone, gosh, all that,
Stupid. She was like, idiots.
Yeah.
It.
But like I said, I kind of got that, but not the full because I haven't seen the movie. Just the bits and pieces I've seen. It appeared a lot. Like back then, it appeared a lot in top tens and stuff like that.
And the thing is, my family and I would have never seen this movie if it wasn't for my younger cousin. She just turned 30 a couple of days ago. But she's the one that saw the movie, and she loves this movie. She made us sit through this movie. We're
God.
what are we watching? But we all ironically enjoyed it for because it was so chill, It was just, like you said, just slice of life. And we really did enjoy the film. So every once in a while, when she come over to the house, it's and we, everyone come over and say we gotta watch a movie. We might say, hey, why we watch Napoleon Dynamite? It's oh no, we've seen the movie a million times already.
Now what's dangerous is that from now on, I guess any movie that when you asks and it turns like in this case the Willy Wonka movie, the Get Out movie. What was the last one? Troll 2.
Yeah, I
stuff like
see. That's
that.
revenge for Vendetta.
Oh God! And that's stuff have you seen the horror movie? You haven't seen the movie. We're gonna watch the movie right now, and so you might see more old movies in the review section.
Yeah, because you never know. It should be interesting. So yeah. Napoleon is an interesting movie. If you haven't seen it, I would just give it a watch. And, some people don't care for it because, they just feel it's stupid, I guess. But I just think it's so nice and it's just so nice and simple, I mean, you don't have all the, you don't have explicit language. You don't have explicit, inappropriate stuff.
A word or two that may not be used nowadays.
Yeah, that's about it. But
so bad. But, and you know what? Everyone accepted Pedro just fine. No one made any bad comments or no,
Well, except for the fact that Pedro was looking at the prince when the prince said, "Do you speak English?"
Well, yeah.
That was obviously because he was talking to Napoleon just fine.
Yeah.
But I don't know why he wasn't talking to the principal.
I don't know. Well, because Pedro was so too chill for the president. The principal system like chill people.
And one of Pedro, and they were, and back in the day, there were Vote for Pedro shirts. They were selling those. I remember those. And the other thing you might could find, I think at the time, was Pedro's slogan. If you vote for Pedro Sanchez, he'll make all your wildest dreams come true.
Yeah. And you know what? I think 2004 we were still in Mexico, so that's why I probably didn't see it then.
Now I have a question for you. What is your opinion on the fact that during the campaign for the school presidency, Pedro had a piñata of his opponent? And he was letting the other students, take a whack at it and hit it and all of that. And he got in trouble for that with the principal, and the principal was saying that, here, in Idaho, we don't do this here. Maybe they do this down in Mexico and all that other stuff. And as punishment, he had to get rid of his flyers, and Pedro was like, I don't understand. I mean, they say that you can't do that here. You can't have, piñatas that look like real people and hitting them or whatever. But he said in Mexico, we do that all the time.
Oh, God. Well, I mean, maybe to political people, former presidents in Mexico, like they say, if you know, you know. But, yeah, I've seen those. I've seen those piñatas, but usually we don't commonly do that, no. We just get a giant donkey, or, nowadays, because, cartoons and stuff, they got, the SpongeBob ones and other such characters, but...
Yes, thank you for confirming that.
But, yeah, former presidents that may or may not have run off with thousands of American dollars and fucked up the country back in the day, again, if you know, Mexicans out there. But yeah, I'm sure there's lots of pinata space on that particular individual. But anyways,
even I kind of sort of know about that one.
yeah.
Okay.
I'll just drop the hint. It was around the time that the Mexican money changed, where the you know, to nuevo pesos, from regular pesos to nuevo pesos. So again, if you guys know,
The
you know.
exchange rate change and stuff.
Yeah.
So.
But yeah, that's the thing. But I mean, common folk. But I think it kind of applies because technically speaking, Summer was his political opponent, right?
Yeah.
So, yeah.
So that's why I was asking. I didn't think about it till he said it. I said, wait a minute, you lived in Mexico for a while. Maybe
Yeah.
you can shine some light on this.
Like
one.
at first I was like, well, not regular people, you know, like you know, oh, I hate that I don't know, I hate that Pedro next door or something, you know, I can't think of a better name. Whatever, but you know what I mean, I don't like that Landmore over there, I'm going to get a Landmore pinata, you know, that kind of thing. That doesn't work that way. But then I'm thinking, wait a minute, Summer is his political opponent, so that would fit.
Even though it's just a school election, but yeah.
Yeah, I mean, hey, school elections are serious, yo, you gotta get them tater tots. So, so yeah, that's basically it, I think, it's even for the movie, because it is a very simple movie with a simple plot and stuff like that, and, you know, there we go.
Yeah.
But,
like I said, the play goes from a loser, socially awkward loser, to someone that...
to a slightly less socially awkward loser.
Yeah, that did something to support his friend.
Yeah. But other than that, you know, good movie, entertaining. It's slow paced and chill, but it's supposed to be, you know. But people like those kind of slice of life movies. It's entertaining and everything.
Mm-hmm.
But and also of course a big surprise with Kip and his date and everything. Like you know, he was dating some online girl and stuff. Of course, the online stuff wasn't that popular back in 2004, and a lot of the movie kind of went into like yeah, sure, you know, like is this girl even real? And it's like this tall like full grown woman. You know what I mean? Well, I don't know how old her brother is. Though. I guess her brother's older than Napoleon, right? Because he doesn't go to school, right?
Yeah, he's older than her.
Okay, but still, the woman looked like too out of his league. But
yeah,
no, she's all up on him.
Oh, she was way out of his league.
But they're soulmates, man. And she's all up on him and everything. Mm-hmm. But yeah. But anyways, guys, yeah.
One more thing I just want to say: the movie, like I said, it was $400,000 the budget. Mm-hmm. They grossed back $46.1 million.
Oh wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. Mm-hmm. I know a lot of people sometimes say that, well, that's not much money, but you got to consider the cost and efficiency, you know?
Yeah,
that's
it's an indie film, and it was an indie film.
Yeah, that's why sometimes when they say, like, these big movies made $1 billion or whatever, and that's considered that they lost money, well, that's because the movie costs, like multiple billions to make. And also the, what do you call it, just the advertising alone costs so much. So for low-budget films like this, that's a big win.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, guys. I think we're pretty much. Any last things you want to say? Last tidbits or?
Vote for Pedro. He'll make all your wildest dreams come true.
Oh goodness. All right, guys. So, anyways, this is Mark Rodriguez here signing off.
And this is Wendy, also known as Jupi or Jupi-chan. Remember, vote for Pedro.
Mm-hmm. And you've been watching the reviews, Sanctum, or everything, and anything will be reviewed. See you next time. And, I mean, I don't know. We'll see what movie we'll review next time. Like, I don't know. We'll review wherever we feel like it. Gosh.
Jeez. It's just awesome. It's, like, incredible. We can, like, review, like, whatever. Like, jeez.